Welcome back to Dr. D's Top 10 with special guest Mike Dragon. This time we'll be taking a look at some of the toughest and trickiest slowdowns DDR has to offer.
Say, Dr. D, what's considered a slowdown?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Mike. A slowdown in DDR is any time the constant BPM of a song is reduced either suddenly or gradually. The gradual ones are generally more difficult to time.
So, would the ending of Remember You be considered a slowdown?
Why, yes it would. Which brings us to...
Number 10.
Coming in at number 10 is Remember You Expert. This song was only rated a 5 on the old scale of DDR, the lowest possible rating for any expert chart. This would be many players' first AAA if it weren't for the slowdown at the end. Let's take a look. Its progressive slowdown mixed with the limited speed options available on that mix make it our number 10. Oh, and for you seasoned veterans out there, why not AAA it again? I am Christopher Lifestyle.
Number 9.
Number 9 brings us to Blind Justice Expert. Being the first song appearing on DDR from Zekbeth, the ending slowdown was notorious for ruining a player's run on the song. Unlike number 10, slowdowns with jumps proved to be much harder to time.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Absolute Expert. Again, sharing similarities with 9 and 10, the overall steps are not too demanding, with only the ending robbing many players of the AAA. The last two steps are especially hard to time. See for yourself.
Number 7.
Number 7 is none other than Trickster Expert. Proving to be an overall good AAA to get, the ending makes it just that much more impressive. With little momentum leading up to the ending, expect the last 12 steps at a progressively slower BPM, with the last 3 arrows slowing down much more dramatically.
Number 6.
Number 6 brings us to Mei X Special Challenge. This is our first song on the list that doesn't have its slowdown at the end. In fact, the slowdown begins right off the bat. Mei Expert and Challenge also have this slowdown, but X Special's steps prove to be much more challenging with the extra 8 notes.
Number 5.
In the middle of our top 10 is that one song at the end of the first Silent Hill movie, You're Not Here Expert. Personally, one of my favorite songs that was cut from more modern mixes, You're Not Here proves to have one of the most challenging endings in the game. And to be honest, I still don't even quite get it. See for yourself.
Number 4.
Number 4 is also the newest song on our list, Magnetic Expert. One could argue this doesn't constitute as a gradual slowdown, though we did feel that a song transitioning from 160 to 80 down to 40 was worth a mention. Well, how about you be the judge for yourself?
Number 3.
Making it to our top 3 is Mei Expert and Challenge. You might remember this song from our honorable mentions in our first top 10. Ignoring the overall difficulty of both charts, especially the challenge chart, both endings proved to be hard for all players at the time. Another ending slowdown that we're growing familiar with, this chart just takes it to a whole other level with its increasing slowdowns starting at 200 beats per minute and finishing at 66 beats per minute. Let's take a look.
Number 2.
The number 2 spot goes to Sakura Expert and Challenge, with the Expert chart having probably the most notorious single step in the entire game. How does hitting a step at 20 beats per minute strike you? Even top level players can have trouble in Legend Road avoiding a great or even a good. What the charts both have in common are the gradual slowdowns leading up to the middle freeze. Let's just see how bad it can get. If that didn't prove hard enough, Sakura once again pushes the envelope at the end, proving to be one of the toughest ending slowdowns as well.
Number 1.
The number 1 spot goes to, you guessed it, point 59 with the hardest slowdown ending ever. Just kidding. Let's actually go for the top Expert and Challenge. As mentioned in our top 10 hardest DDR songs, it has the hardest of time slowdown, putting Sakura to shame. Going from 180 BPM to a dead stop was almost unheard of until this song. The Challenge chart ups the ante by including 16th note gallops during this already tough endeavor. Let's see the hardest slowdown in action.
Well, that ought to do it for this edition of Dr. D's Top 10. If you have a suggestion for next time's Top 10, be sure to leave a comment down below. Oh, and don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe.